Most people over the age of 70 carry a quiet fear they rarely talk about. It's not just about getting older. It's about feeling weaker, about needing help to stand up, about struggling with stairs, balance, or everyday tasks that once felt automatic. And many people believe there's nothing they can do about it, that muscle loss is inevitable, that shrinking strength is simply part of aging. So they turn to protein powders, shakes, supplements, expensive tubs promising lean muscle and fast results. They drink them faithfully, sometimes forcing them down despite bloating, discomfort, or nausea. And yet, month after month, year after year, the weakness continues. If that sounds familiar, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not failing. Your body is not broken. And muscle loss after 70 is not caused by laziness or lack of discipline. The real problem is that most muscle advice was never designed for aging bodies. After 70, the rules change. Digestion changes. Hormones change. Inflammation quietly increases. Muscle cells become less responsive. And quick, isolated bursts of protein, the kind found in powders, no longer send the same signals they once did. In fact, for many older adults, protein powders do very little. Not because protein is unimportant, but because protein alone is not enough. Muscle does not grow from protein in isolation. Muscle grows when protein arrives with the right enzymes, minerals, fats, and signals that tell aging muscle cells how to use it. And those signals are found in whole foods, not powders. That's what this message is about. Today, I want to show you 6 simple foods. Foods you can find almost anywhere, foods that often cost about $1, that consistently outperform many supplements for adults over 70. These foods don't just contain protein. They contain what your muscles have been missing. They support digestion. They reduce inflammation. They gently reactivate muscle-building pathways that slow with age. And when eaten at the right time, in the right way, they help muscles repair, protect themselves, and stay functional. This is not about bodybuilding. It's not about extreme diets. And it's not about eating more. It's about eating smarter, with respect for how your body works now. Let's start with a food that many seniors already eat, but rarely use to its full potential. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt may seem ordinary, but after 70, it becomes extraordinary, if you understand why. The protein in Greek yogurt is mostly casein. Casein digests slowly. It enters the bloodstream gradually. And this matters because aging muscles no longer respond well to sudden protein spikes. When protein floods the system too quickly, much of it goes unused. Muscle cells simply don't activate fast enough. But slow, steady delivery keeps muscle protein synthesis gently switched on for hours. This is why Greek yogurt is so effective for older adults who are less active, recovering from illness, or dealing with joint pain. It supports muscle maintenance even during periods of lower movement. But protein is only part of the story. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, beneficial bacteria that restore gut balance. As we age, stomach acid declines and digestion weakens. This means even when you eat enough protein, you may not absorb it well. Probiotics improve nutrient absorption. They help amino acids, calcium, and minerals reach your muscles instead of being lost. And better absorption means better results from the same amount of food. Greek yogurt also provides calcium, which plays a direct role in muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Low calcium intake is linked to weakness, cramps, and poor balance. The best Greek yogurt is plain, unsweetened, and preferably full-fat. Sugar interferes with muscle repair and increases inflammation. Let the yogurt warm slightly before eating, because very cold foods can slow digestion in older adults. About 3/4 of a cup is enough. You can add a small amount of honey or berries if you like, but keep it simple. Greek yogurt works particularly well about 30 minutes before a meal or light activity. It prepares your muscles to receive nutrients without overwhelming your system. Now let's move to a food that many people avoid, even though it may be one of the most powerful muscle protectors available. Sardines. Sardines are small, but they are packed with nutrients aging muscles desperately need. They contain complete protein, vitamin D, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids, all in one package. Omega-3s are especially important after 70. Chronic, Low-grade inflammation quietly blocks muscle growth signals. It makes muscles resistant to protein. It slows repair. Omega-3s calm this inflammation, allowing muscle cells to respond again. This is why many older adults notice improved strength and less soreness when omega-3 intake increases. Vitamin D in sardines improves muscle contraction, balance, and coordination. Low vitamin D levels are linked to weakness and falls. Calcium supports muscle signaling and bone strength, which protects mobility. The combination of protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, and calcium is rare in one food, and that's what makes sardines special. The best way to eat sardines is mashed with avocado and lemon, spread on whole grain toast or crackers. Eat them within 2 hours after activity, even light walking or chair exercises, to support recovery. And don't remove the bones. Sardine bones are soft and edible. They provide calcium that is far more absorbable than many supplements. Research consistently shows that older adults who regularly eat omega-3 rich fish experience improvements in grip strength, walking speed, and muscle efficiency, sometimes within weeks. Next, let's talk about a food that almost everyone eats, but most people eat incorrectly for muscle health. Whole eggs. For decades, older adults were told to avoid egg yolks. That advice robbed many seniors of one of the most effective muscle-supporting foods available. The yolk is where the power lies. Whole eggs contain a unique compound called phosphatidic acid. This compound activates a muscle-building pathway called mTOR. As we age, this pathway becomes less responsive. Muscle cells need a stronger, clearer signal to grow or maintain themselves. Whole eggs provide that signal. Egg yolks also contain vitamin D, omega-3 fats, and fat-soluble nutrients that help your body absorb protein more effectively. When you eat only egg whites, you miss these signals. The best way to eat eggs for muscle is soft-boiled or poached, with the yolk still runny. Overcooking damages fats and reduces nutrient availability. Eating eggs in the morning is especially powerful because muscle protein synthesis is naturally more active early in the day. Pair eggs with a vitamin C-rich food like tomatoes or peppers. Vitamin C improves iron and amino acid absorption, which further supports muscle repair. Studies show that whole eggs stimulate significantly more muscle protein synthesis than egg whites alone, even when total protein is equal. Now let's move to a food that works more quietly, but deeply. Black beans. Black beans are often overlooked in muscle discussions, but for older adults, they offer something critical: slow, steady nourishment. Black beans digest slowly. They release amino acids over time, preventing muscle breakdown and supporting stable blood sugar. This is important because blood sugar spikes increase inflammation, which blocks muscle repair. Black beans are also rich in resistant starch and fiber, which improve gut health and hormone balance. Research shows that diets including legumes support growth hormone and IGF-1 levels, hormones that decline with age but are essential for muscle maintenance. Preparation matters. Always soak black beans overnight with a splash of apple cider vinegar. This reduces compounds that block mineral absorption and improves digestibility. Cooking them with cumin or bay leaf reduces bloating. Black beans are best eaten at lunch, when digestion is strongest. Combining them with brown rice creates a complete amino acid profile that aging muscles can use efficiently. Now let's talk about what happens to your muscles when you sleep. Many people don't realize this, but a significant amount of muscle loss occurs overnight. During sleep, the body is fasting. If muscles are not supported, the body may break down muscle tissue for energy. This is where cottage cheese becomes incredibly valuable. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, which digests slowly over many hours. When eaten before bed, it feeds muscles throughout the night, reducing muscle breakdown and supporting repair. Cottage cheese also contains calcium, which supports muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Low calcium levels are associated with weakness and cramping. The best cottage cheese is full-fat, eaten about 1 hour before sleep. Let it warm slightly to improve digestion. Adding ground flaxseed provides anti-inflammatory fats. Berries add antioxidants. Pineapple can help digestion through natural enzymes. Studies show that older adults who consume slow-digesting protein before bed maintain more lean muscle mass and experience better recovery. And now we come to the final food. The one most people never expect. The one that works not just at the muscle level, but at the cellular level. Lentils. Lentils are not just protein. They are cellular nourishment. Lentils contain spermidine, a compound shown to activate autophagy, the body's natural process of clearing damaged cells and regenerating healthier ones. Autophagy becomes less efficient with age, and when it slows, muscles lose efficiency, strength, and endurance. By supporting autophagy, lentils help muscles behave more like younger tissue. They improve mitochondrial function, which is where muscle energy is produced. Lentils also provide iron, folate, and plant protein that is easier to digest when prepared properly. Sprouting lentils for 48 hours before cooking dramatically increases nutrient availability and reduces digestive strain. Cooking lentils with turmeric and black pepper enhances their anti-inflammatory effects. Combining them with quinoa creates a complete amino acid profile that rivals animal protein. Eating lentils several times per week, especially at lunch, has been shown to support muscle mass, energy production, and metabolic health in older adults. Now let's bring everything together. Muscle health after 70 is not about eating more protein. It's about delivering protein in a form your body can use. It's about reducing inflammation so muscles can respond. It's about timing, preparation, and consistency. Fast proteins are not better. Whole foods are. Slow digestion protects muscle. Anti-inflammatory nutrients restore sensitivity. And small, regular amounts work better than large, infrequent doses. A simple approach works best. Rotate these foods. Eggs or yogurt in the morning. Beans or lentils at lunch. Sardines after activity. Cottage cheese before bed. Avoid sugary, flavored, ultra-processed versions. Sugar increases inflammation and interferes with muscle repair. If you have kidney disease, gout, or protein restrictions, speak with your healthcare provider before making changes. These foods are gentle, but personalization matters. And finally, remember why this matters. Muscle is not about appearance. It's about independence. It's about standing up without help. Carrying groceries. Avoiding falls. Staying in your own home. Living with dignity and confidence. You do not need expensive supplements. You do not need extreme routines. And you are not too old. Start with one food. One small change can begin to restore strength. Growing older does not mean growing weaker by default. What most people call aging is often just years of being given the wrong advice. Your body is still listening. Your muscles are still capable of responding. They simply need the right signals, delivered in the right way. Strength at this stage of life isn't about pushing harder. It's about supporting your body wisely. It's about choosing foods that work with your digestion, with your hormones, and with your natural rhythms, not against them. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this: you don't need expensive powders to stay strong. You need foods your body recognizes. You've just learned 6 of them. You don't have to change everything at once. Start with one meal, one habit, one small decision this week. That's how real strength returns. Quietly, steadily, and safely. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Was it lentils, cottage cheese, sardines, or something else entirely? Leave a comment below and let me know. Your experience helps others your age realize they're not alone, and that change is still possible. If this video helped you, please give it a like. It helps more seniors find information that actually works. And if you want to keep learning simple, natural ways to protect your strength, balance, and independence after 70, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of your body. It has taken care of you for a long time.